Good morning and welcome to today's verse. Today's verse is a very familiar verse. It comes to us from the Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 6, verse 11. And not very long. It says, "Give us this day our daily bread." Notice that this is one of the elements in the Lord's Prayer. Of all the things that the disciples could have asked Jesus to teach them, the one thing that sticks out is that they asked him to teach them how to pray. And so he said to them, when you pray, pray in this manner, saying, "Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen." Notice in the first three verses of the model prayer, the Lord's Prayer, that it exalts God for who he is. It exalts his name. It exalts his kingdom. It exalts his will. His name is to be hallowed. His kingdom is to come, and his will is to be done both in heaven and on earth. And in the next three verses, it focuses in on man. It focuses in on man. It focuses on our physical need, our spiritual need, and our need to be delivered from temptation. Throughout all of this prayer, God is glorified in it. Go back to verse 11 again. Let's take a look at that one more time. It says, "Give us this day our daily bread." And who is the one that gives? Who is the one that provides for us? Who is the one that meets our every need other than God himself? So God is being glorified in what he does for us. And this is not a selfish prayer. I've heard people say that you should not pray for yourself, and yet our Father who is in heaven desires for us to come to him and to ask and to pray and to seek him. Yes, he knows what we need before we even mention it, but we honor him by trusting and believing that he is the one that will provide for our every need. No, it's not a selfish prayer. Notice the words in verse 11, us and our. It doesn't say, it does not say, "Give me my daily bread," but rather it says, "Give us our daily bread." There's a concern that we have for others, that they be provided for. Bread is like the basic necessities of life. Food. We need food to be able to survive. And in our country, I mean, for the most part, people are able to meet that need. They're able to go out and to satisfy that need for food and for subsistence and that sort of thing. So we might look at it and think, well, that prayer is not that very important to me. But yet, if we realize where it comes from, we realize who it is, the one that really provides for us, that it is God and not we ourselves. We honor God by coming to him and praying that he would meet our every need. So again, remember this particular verse as you go throughout the day, that it says, "Give us our daily bread." It is God's greatest desire. Listen, it is God's greatest desire to meet our every need, to meet our physical need, to meet our spiritual need, and to deliver us from the tempter. To God be the glory for the great things he has done. Have a great, great day. Amen.